So now we're going to show you our low pressure ride, and this is a ride we use maybe 5–10% of the time in games, but it is a ride that you have to have in place when you're as aggressive as we are in a riding game. We call this our low pressure. For today we'll call it our white ride. Okay, it is exactly that. We're not conceding the clear by any means, but we're also not being as aggressive, and we're just trying to set the defense up, the clearing team up for making mistakes on their own, where we're not trying to pressure too much. Okay, so we're going to go through how this works here. The attacker kind of on a triangle again. Okay, sometimes we'll lock the goalie, sometimes we won't. Okay, we'll say jump the goalie if we want to lock the goalie, but basically they're on a rotation again, where if I have the ball, number 29's coming to get me, same deal. Okay, supporting, ready to go. Backsides help. Okay, this midfield group is a little bit different. Okay, they are also in a zone. Okay, but they're not committing as much. You guys are going to back up a little bit. Middies, all three of you, back up. Michael, really back up. This is a ride here where we are worried about what's behind us. Okay, we don't want any passes over our head. So we want our attackman even to be a little bit more down in the hole. Good. We want the clearing team to go backwards. We don't want them to go forward. We want them to go underneath. We don't want to go over the top. So we do a pretty good job here of playing this zone. He'll still play on me, hip to hip, not throwing takeaway checks, using the sidelines, being aggressive, being hard working, or he's not going to be in. Okay? The midfielders, stay put, attack. The midfielders are different than what they were in the 10-man and the 9-man zone aggressive rides. These guys are kind of holding a little bit more. Okay, if there's two guys in their area, they're playing the guy closer to the ball. Okay, we're supporting, and we're in center field on the backside. Center field on the backside. Okay, so if this guy has the ball, he's going to approach him, but he's not going to over-approach him. He's going to channel him. He's going to be aggressive here. He's going to use the sideline, but our defense should be top side their guy, stick in front of their guy. Number 2, top side your guy. Coach Koch, show them what top side their guy means, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we have a one-on-one here, and we've reduced this clear and this ride to a one-on-one. Okay, we're still aggressive. We're getting to the center field. Our midi, number 13, raise your stick, is going to get into the hole. Okay, so we don't get broke. Good. Okay, we're going to put pressure here. The defense's job is simple. Your guy cannot get the ball. Goalie's in the cage. Defense denies their guy the ball. If I did receive the ball here and went over the top to Coach Madelon, number 13 would go get the ball under control. Number 39 would get into the hole. Now he is worried about anything over his head because we're in a low pressure. Our defense is topside their guy. Okay, and our attackman is still working to the midfield line to try to create a turnover. And we're protecting the backside. We're man-to-man there. We're zone in the middle of the field. We're man-to-man at defense. We're zone in the middle of the field, and we're zone at attack. But we love the fact that we're man-on-man defensively, okay, so we don't get broken for a goal. When do we run this? We'll run this if we're up big in a game. We'll run this if we're in a close game. Like I said earlier, our pressure ride will work 8 out of 10 times. 2 out of 10 times, we may get scored on. So when you're a close 1, 2, 3 goal game with 5 minutes left in the game, okay, you may not want to go out and pressure ride them. You may want to get into a little bit more of a low pressure ride. Let's call this white for now. Okay, so let's reset. So let's review it. Our white low pressure ride. Our attackmen are kind of doing the same thing as in all our rides. They're ball heavy, get there, boom, support, support. Our middies are a little bit different. They're staying more home, okay? They're above midfield line. Our backside midi is even further into the center field. Okay, if the ball redirects to the other side, you'll see our whole attack shift. You'll see our midi shift. You'll watch 13 go get the ball, 21 will support, 39 will get into the hole, and he can't let anything over his head. He's a center fielder, okay, in the sport of lacrosse. Our defensemen are stick on their men, topside their guy, and if they get beat or if their guy gets the ball from them, then they're not going to be playing for us very long. So it's a low pressure ride, okay? It's one that we'll use maybe 5–10% of the time in a game, okay? But it's something that you need to have in no matter what kind of riding team you are, okay?